if we're just doing lunchtime mukbang here,
Yeah.
And Jacob just gave us World of Horror, could we maybe just go around in a circle with a quick 1 minute game recommendation from folks?
Ooh.
Can be new, can be old, doesn't matter. Just you have a chance to say, "Hey, play this game."
Can it be wildly self-serving?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I
think so. I mean, next time, Jacob, you've already used yours.
That's fair. I'll pour myself some more tea.
Absolutely, it should be self-indulgent.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm going to recommend a friend's game. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Oh, now I don't want to go first.
Oh, well, I'll start us off
Yeah.
then. My game that I want to recommend to folks is one that I backed on Kickstarter a while ago that just recently came out called Ikenfell by Sherry Ray. Yeah, which is an incredible looking. It's kind of an homage to an old school JRPG mixed with this incredible queer magic school. It is extremely gay. It is extremely magical. It has music from Ivy and Surashi, the composers from Steven Universe.
Yep.
It has vocals from a whole bunch of incredible people, including Samus, who is a wonderful rapper, if you're not familiar. Corey's been doing a playthrough of it over on Loading Ready Run, so some folks may already be familiar with it. But it's super queer, it's super interesting, and that is the game that I'm headed like straight to as soon as Desert Bus ends.
Yep.
I'm just going to go so hard on that game. I'm super excited about it. So it just came out last month. It's out on Steam, on itch, I believe on Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was developed not together with, but like alongside in friendly development with Wandersong and Celeste, and they have placed references to each other's characters throughout each other's games, right?
Yeah. All those folks are local Vancouver game devs here. I believe all of whom have exhibited at my Vanchit Music showcases back when doing in-person things was the thing. And they've all got those neat little connections with them. It's wonderful. Yeah.
I love it. We ran into Mr. Oshiro in Wandersong and after playing Celeste, and it was like, what? Why are you here? How are you here?
I believe they were all members of Indie House.
Yeah, back when that was a thing.
Yeah, I was at the first game jam where I saw like Celeste being prototyped, which is really cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
No, I'm huge fans of all those wonderful folks and those wonderful teams. Actually, Maddy just wrote an excellent article about Celeste. Maddy, the developer, Maddy Thorson, wrote an article about Celeste and the journey that she went through, and talking about how Celeste is canonically trans and how that kind of ties into the journey through the game. It's a really good read.
That's so
I don't think I knew that. That's cool.
Yep.
I had heard rumors back when Chapter 9 came out. Because I think they had a trans flag on the desk of the character or something like that. But it's cool that Maddy actually wrote something up to share it.
Yeah, it's a really good article about like how that came to be and that journey that Maddy went on with the character Madeline as well.
Yeah.
Who else has a quick game recommendation?
I do.
What do you got?
My camera's going there, but okay, there we go. My camera made the clicky noise, and I was getting worried. I think the game I would probably recommend just for the vibes would be Night in the Woods. It's not new or anything, like not super new, but it's just such a good game to play if you, I don't know, are feeling nostalgic for a certain type of like time in your life. You know, like kind of just figuring out what you're supposed to be doing as a young adult. I think it's just like it really encapsulates that mood for me, and also going home, like going back to your the place where you grew up. It's like really
returning to a small town home kind of theme.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very evocative. Also, it's one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Soundtrack is so good.
For that returning home to your small town, I'm really enjoying Tell Me Why right now. My partner Sonya's got me to play that. It's from the folks who did... oh, dang, I'm blanking on the name. Yeah, it's totally gone. But it's called Tell Me Why, and it's really good. You got one for us, Andy? Or Erika?
I do.
Jacob?
I've got two. One I haven't played and one I have played. That came out a number of years ago, but you can Gone Home is a fantastic game.
Gone Home is incredible.
I love it. I love the if you haven't played it, I don't want to tell you anything about it, but there are points where the tone shifts so dramatically. It goes from very, very scary to very, very mundane, and it's delightful, and I keep going back to that in my head. If you haven't played Gone Home, it's a lovely story. I guess it's in the vein of walking simulators, but it's fantastic environmental storytelling.
Yeah, it's one of the original big narrative exploration games. That was 100% a game that my partner Sarah and I were like, oh, it's finally out. Let's play it for a half hour before bed. And then just smash cut to it's 4 a.m. and we're both just bawling.
Yeah.
It's such an emotional experience. It's wonderful.
Excellent. And the other one that I haven't played, the demo's out now, but I'm so interested in it. I don't want to play the demo. Because I couldn't stand that. I want to play the whole thing. But my friend Callan was singing its praises. She really loved it. It's a game called Backbone, which is a game set in Vancouver, which is the trailers. You're looking at all the landmarks and go, oh, that's the and it's a noir, but with anthropomorphic animals. I think you play a raccoon.
Yep.
And it looks, I can't wait for this thing to come out in full. It may have already done.
The visual
I don't know if
style
anybody
is
knows.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
I want
you
to
for
play
the
that.
link in chat.
I don't think that's come out yet.
Okay.
Just get it. Hold on. I just got to go post in the Loading Ready Run Slack, just calling a play it forward.
But, you know, if anybody recommends games that aren't out yet, like wish listing on Steam is a free thing that you could do to really help any indie games and indie developers.
Yes.
Like huge.
Yeah, it costs you nothing and it helps those indie devs so much.
Excellent.
Yep.
Chad is saying 2021 for the full version, but we never know. It's always pushed, but hopefully 2021.
What are you talking about? Games always come out on time.
They were another developer that I was trying to reach out to see if they were interested in demoing at Vanship Music Showcases before we stopped having them. Well, we'll see. I might reach out to them again once we're able to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation after this, Andrew. I think. Yeah.
Anyone else got one there?
Mine is one that we've already mentioned on stream, and Andrew and I are still only partway through playing. Best note, gone into without spoilers or without any information. Outer Wilds.
Yes.
It is a very good, exploring and kind of an not emergent narrative. There are narrative things you can find in the world as you explore. And I love it.
It's incredible. It's one of the most impressive things I've ever played.
It's got some very good music too.
And I am saying that as someone who is a juror for both IndieCade and the IGF. I play a lot of interesting indie games, and Outer Wilds just continues to blow me away.
Yeah, as somebody whose part of their job it is to go through pitches of folks looking for publishers and stuff, I second that 100%. There's so much out there. Oh God, it's so good. Oh.
Kaylee, we're trying not to smush the mic.
How about you, Kathleen, as a professional video game player?
I don't have a lot of time to play video games, but may I recommend a sort of video game? The latest Magic set to come out is fun as hell. If you are only a sometimes Magic player and you don't have a lot of time to play Magic, this one is got fun things to do in all of the colors doing fun things. Like there's a really good like white black life drain deck that feels very like just, you know, very white black mana, and there's a legitimate blue black rogues deck, so it's like, oh yes, that classic, and the whole set's D&D themed, so you can put together a party and it's really fun. And like the decks, like if you're doing a deck that is supposed to do that, it's easy to put together because all the stuff's supported at common. It's just it's very good.
What's this set? Is this Zendikar Rising?
Yes, this is Zendikar Rising.
This is the latest one on Arena, right?
Yes, this is the latest one on Arena.
I've seen it pop up, but I haven't had time for it because Desert Bus. But I got a lot of coins and gems sitting idle in that account, so maybe I'll spend a few of those on drafts after this is over.
It's a shame I just got into Blaseball.
Oh yeah, Blaseball.
Yeah. Oh, MySpace, you were full of tiny L's.
Erika, what you got?
I do not have a lot of time to play video games. I'll tell you this game that has the most hours played on my Steam is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. But that's because it's an idle game and it's open on my computer pretty much anytime my computer is on. And so I think I've clocked like several thousand hours into that game because I've been playing it since like a few months after it came out.
Wow.
For this year, I think about the only new game I've played this year are Animal Crossing and Hades. And Hades slaps so hard.
That's true.
Everything Supergiant does is amazing.
Yep.
And I think the roguelike format is sort of the perfect style for that studio because I play games like Bastion and I'm like, that was really cool. I want more of it. I want to keep playing this game. Please let me keep playing this game forever. And Hades sort of does that. Allows you to just keep playing it, and it's incredibly well polished, and I own every Supergiant soundtrack because Darren Korb is absolutely amazing, and everything he does is just so good.
It's not fair, right?
No!
That good of a voice actor, that good of a musician. It's not fair.
Right? There's too much talent in this, man. It's greedy is what it is.
That was really good.
I think one of the only CDs I still own, because I've almost completely changed over to hang on, sorry. There we go. Digital noise. Because I've almost completely changed over to streaming. But one of the only CDs I still have is a signed copy of the Bastion soundtrack from Darren Korb.
Nice.
Because, hot dang. I've also got the Transistor soundtrack on vinyl, like this huge double vinyl. It's beautiful.
I'll maybe see if I can grab a picture of it. I have I don't have a ton of like knickknacks and stuff around my house, but one of them I do have is their vinyl statue of Red that they did when Transistor came out. And they had the very smart idea of shipping it in a clear box, like it's in a clear plastic box, so you don't have to take it out to display it, which I think is really nice. But it looks super great, and I don't think you can actually get them anymore. And someday I want to get all of their soundtracks on vinyl, even though I don't own a record player. I just want to have them. But I see we do have I think our giveaway that we had running is ready to go.
Yeah, I'll do my game after. We should.
Sorry, I thought you were
No. We should totally do the giveaway.
Yes,
that was just me teasing Jacob. He hasn't had a turn yet.
No, we should totally do the giveaway first, though.
Okay, we'll do the giveaway, and then we'll hear what Jacob's game recommendations, because I'm interested in that. So if our stage friend Matt could go and get ahead and hit the button and see who won that Creepy Doll and Spoopifer scarf.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I am now pressing the button.
Rock Pusher!
Hey!
Congratulations, Rock Pusher. Matt, how much did that raise?
I believe it is a nice brisk $3,157.
Yeah.
Dang.
Nice.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Hot dang.
Congratulations. I know Rock Pusher has won a few prizes from previous desert buses, and based on that experience, can I get somebody to drive for me so I can very briefly pop over to our digital shipping department and remind them to double check Rock Pusher's address?
Yep.
Because I have definitely gotten 2 packages returned because it's not an address, it's a touch complicated.
Yeah, we'll figure that out
Yeah.
over in the shipping channel.
Personalized service here, Desert Bus. Allow me to
Yeah.
drive for you. 1 second.
Go for it.
Congratulations,
As soon as
Rock Pusher. Thank you, everyone who donated.
Yeah.
That's no address. That's a fully functional space station.
Sorry, I cut you off, Erika. Did you have something else?
No,
to
I
add?
was just, you got control, Kathleen?
I just grabbed it.
Great.
I am driving now.
You, the person who is driving now.
Beep, beep, out of my way.
I love it.
I was really glad to hear that you like Idle Champions. I was fortunate enough to do some of the writing in that game early on. So it's a really, really good game.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. I also, like, every once in a while, it's just like, I want to play a video game, kind of, and then I put it on in the background and minimize it and then forget about it for a bit, and then on breaks, check back in. Yeah, idle games are great for people that don't have an abundance of time.
Actually, speaking of idle games, I don't know how much I've mentioned this in the last couple of days, but if you're watching Desert Bus, you might be aware of this already. But we have a tie-in with an idle game. Thanks to the wonderful folks at Codename Entertainment, Desert Bus has Crusaders of the Lost Idols DLC that is only available here directly through Desert Bus. So if you're a Crusaders of the Lost Idol player, you can head on over to desertbus.org, and under our supporters menu, you'll see Crusaders of the Lost Idol. You can donate through that page to unlock exclusive Desert Bus themed champions in Crusaders of the Lost Idols. And this year we have added Button Master Ian, and if you donate, you will also receive the previous year's champions, the robotic Desert Bus itself, Kathleen the Chaotic, James the Seated, and Graham the Driver. And information is just over there on our website. And I want to say thank you once again, as we do every year, to the wonderful folks at Codename Entertainment. It's super, super fun for us to have this tie-in. It's fun to see folks as the Idol Crusaders there. Yeah. And we really, really appreciate their support because those donations help make this total go ever higher. Yep. Jacob.
Yeah.
I believe you had a game recommendation.
I do. But I do want to be very clear that I am not currently writing on Idle Champs of the Forgotten Realms. I got to write on it early on. Some of the tutorial quests, the Dritz recruitment quest, and then Tomb. I wrote a lot of the Tomb of Annihilation as well. But I am not currently writing on it. The current writing staff is frickin' choice. I just want to clear that up, that it's not a current project of mine, even though it's a ongoing service type game.